If you have a stock sitting in your portfolio that's just doing nothing, or worse, it's a big loser and you just don't know what to do with it, well, you're in the right place. Because today, I'm going to show you what we call the portfolio weed test. No, that's a different weed test. This portfolio weed test will show you how to clean up the stocks in your portfolio and get rid of the stocks that possibly no longer belong there. By the end, for every stock in your portfolio, you'll know whether it should stay, whether it should go, and if it stays, you'll know exactly where your line in the sand stop price should be. We're actually going to look at several examples of popular stocks that may actually be in your portfolio right now. Over the last 10 years, I've coached alongside Todd Schaefer in our Successful Investor Coaching Group, and we've helped thousands of investors just like you take back control of their portfolio. Now, before I came to VectorVest, I was actually a third grade teacher for a few years, and if there's one thing I learned, it's that if there was one or two students that were misbehaving in the class, if I didn't pay attention to that and take care of it, pretty soon the rest of the class was going to start misbehaving too. The same thing can happen to your portfolio. One or two losing stocks in your portfolio, left unattended, can pull down the entire thing. They can also distract you from the good stocks that are in your portfolio, cause you to miss something, and they're also tying up money that you could be putting elsewhere. So let's take a look at how to clean up that portfolio. Let's get to it. Every stock in your portfolio, and my portfolio, started with the best intentions. You thought they were going to turn into this big winner, but unfortunately, it doesn't always work out the way that we want. One of the toughest things to do is sell a stock. It's like being in a relationship and breaking up. It's hard to do. It's like admitting you were wrong. And for some, myself included, you let a losing trade sit in your portfolio and it just becomes a bigger and bigger loser. Every day you open up your portfolio and it's like staring back at you, mocking you. And it's a constant knock to your confidence. It's like saying, hey, you suck at investing. Excuse my language. Trust me when I tell you, you can't have that. It might be painful, but you gotta get rid of those. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. It hurts at first, but once the Band-Aid's off and the fresh air hits your skin, it feels really good. Think of your portfolio like a garden. Before you can go into the garden and plant vegetables and flowers, the first thing you got to do is clean it up. You got to pluck all the weeds out. If you leave the weeds in there, not only are they taking up space, but they'll continue to grow and start to choke off anything around them. Your portfolio is the same way. You need to get rid of the stocks that are hurting you. If you think about it, weeds, they don't get better just by leaving them alone. The goal today is not to panic sell. The goal is not to dump everything. The goal is to make a clear, rational decision. Does it stay or does it go? And if it stays, where is the stop price? That is how you take back control. Here's the portfolio weed test that we teach our members to do and that you could do right now. I'm going to quickly go through the 4 questions that you need to ask, and then we're going to go through several examples so that you can see exactly what it looks like. Basically, the way it works is you're going to look at the weak positions in your portfolio and ask these 4 questions. First, is this stock more volatile than I really want to own? Maybe you haven't lost a lot of money in it. Maybe it hasn't hit its stop price yet if you had one. But maybe this thing is just all over the place and it's making it so that you can't sleep at night. It's up, it's down, it's all over the place. If so, you might just say, you know what? I'm done dealing with that. And you just move on to another stock. Second, has your reason for owning the stock changed? For example, let's say you bought a drug company and you thought it was going to release a new drug that was going to cure cancer. And for some reason, that fell through and it's no longer on the table. Well, why are you still holding on to it? You might as well just cut bait and move on to something else. Third, has this position already done more damage to your account than it should have. In a previous video, we talked about how you should limit risk on each position in your portfolio so that if you're wrong, it doesn't hurt you more than 1 to 2% of your total portfolio. We even created a free GPT that you could use to help calculate position sizing and total risk. I'll link to that in the description below. And fourth, is there any real sign that this stock is recovering, or is it still just moving down? Now let's go into VectorVest and I'll show you how I would actually use this process to clean up a portfolio. To save us time, I've already built a list of stocks for us to look at. Again, you're doing this on stocks that you currently own, not on stocks that you're thinking about buying. You're doing it on your actual holdings. Remember, this is all about taking control of your portfolio. By default, we sort our lists by our master indicator, which is VST, so the stocks with the best combination of value, safety, and timing will appear at the top of the list. But if these are stocks that you already own, the most important thing that you're thinking about probably every day is what direction is price going in? Is price going up? Is price going down? The way that we do that here in VectorVest is I'll come over to this column over here labeled RT, which stands for relative timing. That looks at the short-term price trend. So when I resort it by relative timing, the stocks with the highest relative timing will be at the top and the ones with the lowest will be at the bottom. Stocks with an RT above 1 are in an uptrend. They're doing what you want. The stocks with an RT below 1, those are in a downtrend. Those are those kids in the classroom that are misbehaving and you need to pay attention to right now. These are the possible weeds in your portfolio. It doesn't mean you need to come in here and sell every single one of these right now. However, this is where you start and do your portfolio weed test. And the way you'll do that is we're just going to graph these stocks with an RT less than 1. So I'll just come over here, select, and just highlight all the ones with an RT less than 1 and graph them. My graph layout has the price in candles, it has our calculated stop price, and our forecasted earnings per share. I recommend checking out some of the other videos that we've done on our stop price because it's a really smart indicator. For this video, we typically use it as our line in the sand. A stock will get a sell rating, which you'll see appear up here, anytime price falls below the stop price. And we tell people to ignore that at their own risk. So let's go through these stocks and do our portfolio weed test. We've got 4 questions to ask, and we'll start off with question number 1, which is this more volatile than I really want in my portfolio? Well, not really. I mean, it goes down here and it started to go back up. And if we even look at a longer time period over 5 years, there's not a lot of volatility. In fact, it has a nice uptrend, it pulled back, and then it started to rise again. So I'm going to go back to the 1-year look. So if I'm saying, is there a lot of volatility here? Is this a weed? That would be a no. Question number 2 is, have the reasons changed for buying the stock? Well, that's something that you would need to answer for yourself. Here, we're talking about position trades. We're not talking about swing trades. So the answer might be different depending on how you purchased the stock. What was your outlook? But if I'm looking at this as a position trade that has been in our portfolio for a while, well, no, the reason hasn't changed at all. So let's just say we answer, no, things haven't changed. Well, question number 3 is, have I already lost more than I really wanted to lose in this position? Well, I mean, it's almost hitting a brand new high. So the answer must be no. But we do notice that it is in a downtrend right now. So if I don't have a stop on it right now, I need to make sure by the time I'm done with this exercise, I need to make sure I place a stop on it. So since I'm choosing, in my example, to leave this in my portfolio, one great thing to do if I don't already have a stop would be to use the VectorVest calculated stop price. It is great for your position trades, and you can see it gives these good stocks enough room to breathe. So let's just move on to the next one. We've got UPS over here, and we ask the same questions. Is it more volatile than I want? Well, this one doesn't look like it's really going up. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down. There's gapping here and over here. And if we look at a longer time period, maybe 5 years once again, I mean, man, it's been going down for almost all 5 years. So you look at that and you say, all right, well, 5 years it's been going down. 1 year it's been volatile up and down. And it's basically right where it was a year ago. Earnings is falling. So the question number one was volatility. And I could say, well, I really don't want this in my portfolio because it's really doing nothing. And you could just move on. You don't even have to go to the other questions in the list in the portfolio weed test. So let's move on to the next stock, ABT. Now, ABT, you don't see as much volatility up and down. You just see a downward trend. So question one, is it more volatile than you want? Well, you might not think it's volatile. So number two is, have things changed? Well, that might be a no. So you move on to question number three. Have you already lost more than you really wanted to lose in this position? And you look at this and it's gone from 130 all the way down to below 90 at one point. And if the answer is yes, if you've already lost more than 1% to 2% of your total account, you might just need to rip that Band-Aid off or pull that weed out of your portfolio. That's a decision you need to make. I know it's tough. It's already down to 90. But there's a lot of distance between 90 and 0. And now I'm not saying Abbott Labs is going to go to 0, but at some point you need to set a stop. But you could go on to question number 4 of the portfolio weed test, which is it showing any signs of recovery? And you might make a case here that it hit a low and it's starting to come back up. Maybe this is where it returns to former glory. So it's already below the VectorVest stop, and you can see that it has a sell rating up here. So here you might just say, I'm going to put a stop below the low of this candle, because if it breaks that, the downtrend is continuing. All right, so let's move on to the next one. We got Nike over here. Now this one is very similar to Abbott. It's in a downtrend. It's got more volatility with all these gaps in here, but it's overall moving lower. Earnings is falling, so volatility might kick it out of your portfolio. Maybe you bought it because it was a dividend-paying stock. Well, maybe that hasn't changed. It's still paying almost a 4% yield, but this thing has gone from 80 down to 45. And if you make that trade-off of trying to get a 3.5% yield and you let a thing drop 20, 30, 40%, that's not a great trade-off. And you might answer the last question, or the third question, which is, have you already lost more than you really wanted to lose? The 1% to 2% of your portfolio. The answer to that might be yes. Earnings is falling. Longer term outlook. This, just like UPS, 5 years this thing's been going down. So if you return to the 1 year look, is it showing any signs of recovery? Well, it's currently a hold rating from VectorVest, and the same as with Abbott. You could either say, you know what, I'm just going to cut bait and move on, or you could set a stop below that low. So if you choose to have it stay in your portfolio, you need to make sure you set a stop on it. And then lastly, we've got RGNX. For this one, I'm going to skip to the question, which is, have things changed? Is the reason you bought it different now? Have things changed since the time that you bought it? Well, this one specifically, you might say yes to that. This stock, a few months ago, the gene therapy trials were suspended by the FDA over safety worries. Well, maybe you were hoping for those things to go right through, and now they didn't. And when that happened, the stock fell right through the VectorVest stop price, and it generated a sell rating that day. That's a perfect example of, why are you still holding this stock? It could continue to fall. So you need to make that decision. Do you pull that weed? Or if you really feel this is the turnaround and it's starting to go back up, even though it's still a sell rating from VectorVest, you could set a stop below that low. So that's the exercise you go through to take back control. Look at the stocks at the bottom of your watch list with an RT less than 1. Ask those 4 questions. For every stock in your portfolio, it'll either stay or it'll go. And if it stays, you need to make sure you set a stop on it so that you know when you will close it. When you finish this process, the biggest benefit is not just that you remove a bad position from your portfolio. The biggest benefit is that you are taking control of your account. You're no longer opening your portfolio wondering, what should I do? You'll know what to do with each stock. If it stays with a stop or it goes. That's control. And when the weeds are removed, it frees up capital. So when the time is right, you're not stuck saying, well, I'd buy something later if I had the money, but I got all my money trapped in these losing trades. You'll have room to plant better flowers in your garden. And that's another place where VectorVest can help you. After you clean up these weak positions, VectorVest can help you find stronger stock candidates for your portfolio and tell you when it's the right time to buy them. And that's why this cleanup matters so much. You're not just selling to sell. You're making your portfolio healthier. Okay, so what should you do next? Well, your first step should be pretty simple. Open up your portfolio and do the cleanup exercise that we did today. And once you have pulled the weeds, the next question is, what should I plant there instead? I recommend checking out some of our other videos on the channel showing you how to find stronger stocks to buy when the time is right. And if you want to test drive VectorVest for yourself, you could start a 30-day trial of Market Launchpad using the link in the description. VectorVest helps you determine when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. And with that, I want to thank you for watching, and God willing, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.